My name is David Gerard. I'm from Peachtree City, Georgia. I'm a retired teacher. I have a beautiful wife that loves my smile, and I have a 6-year-old that looks at me and touches them every so often and say, "Daddy, what beautiful teeth. Yours is as white as mine." Initially, I had a dentist when I was in high school pull out my canine tooth in my top. And I lived with that for years. I went to college and came down here, and a dentist that I went to said they could solve the problem of me not smiling. So she put a bridge in, my first bridge I ever had, and I noticed myself starting to smile more and more. And then through the years as a teacher, I got hit and it broke the bridge, and I had to have it replaced or have something else done. So by that, I weighed all my options, and I got introduced to Dr. Anderson, and I decided to have the whole top done. When you ate, sometimes it would hurt, sometimes it wouldn't, depending, you'd have to chew on one side or the other side, and depending on what was going on and what type of food you ate. It wasn't any fun.
He wanted to improve his look. He knew his teeth were failing, and he knew, or he thought he knew, that based on what his dentist had told him, that these teeth were no longer things that he could keep, and he's going to have to think about full mouth rehabilitation, or at least in his case, have the upper jaw rehabilitated. That's what got him in the door.
Well, the people were really friendly. You couldn't beat their office staff. They always had smiles on their face, probably had bad days, but they still had the smile. But they talk nice to you and they treat you nice, and they do that every time I come in. It was a little nerve-wracking in my sense. Do I really want to do it or do I not? And then to put me out there versus at a hospital, that was kind of, oh, should I do it? Should I not? That type of thing. But they took care of me, did everything. I was fine. And just a matter of time before I started eating again. I went in there, and next thing I knew, I was gone. I was waking up.
So I felt like that Mr. Gerard's case was very straightforward, but we do these cases every day. So even if he needed a zygoma or pterygoid or some bone grafting of some type, I mean, we're prepared for that. And our patients are intubated, so usually I can more easily go ahead and do those treatments if that should arise during the case.
Like empowerment, it gave me, I can do it now easier. You know, I can smile, open my mouth, and not worry about what's there. And I've been that way ever since I've had them done. It's just nice to have a set of teeth again, like you were born, not born with, but as they grew in before. You know, it's nice to have them, especially since they feel like they're there and they're not going to come out.
Them acknowledging that this is something they really didn't expect to have in their mouth and to have it look so natural, that's the part that we get the most out of. It's somewhat addicting because they're giving just as much as they're getting in these cases.
Very much worth it. I'd do it again. You know, in me at my age, you know, it's good to have those nice teeth to go out there and, you know, do what you want to do. You don't have to worry about covering up your mouth, or some people do, you know. They're afraid to show their teeth. Give yourself to the doctor. He has hands that work magic. If you look at my teeth, you'll feel very, very happy after. Because Dr. Anders does a fantastic job. If you need something done, go see him. Get it done. He does a good job. Excellent job, actually, Dr. Anderson does. Dr. Anderson, you think everybody's into it for the money, but I think he's in for more of the satisfaction to see you look better and feel better about yourself. He's always seemed real strong and supportive. Dr. Anderson and his staff, if they were, had to be rated, it'd be the A++. Being a teacher, you rate people, and you normally do that. And I've never had one bad thing go wrong, nothing negative from his staff, nothing negative from him, other than him telling me to make sure I clean my teeth all the time. And other than that, he is a great doctor. That's fantastic work. I just don't know how to explain it other than if you see a picture, but fantastic guy. But I recommended him to a lot of people, and even a family member.
It's quite addicting on our end, because what we're doing is you're taking someone whose possibly biggest insecurity has kept them from really fully spreading their wings. And now that you've given them this, they are fully open to all kinds of new things in their life. And the smile is just one part of it. Their behavior becomes different. Their facial expressions become different. They're much more excited about the world. And that, from our end, is probably why we like doing it.
I had a teacher come up and say, "You have a beautiful smile." And I've had a couple kids say this, almost the same exact thing to me. Said, "Wow, you got a beautiful smile." And I've never been told that before.